Hello guys and welcome to Python programming tutorials by Amulya's Academy. Today in this tutorial we'll write a Python program to represent given integer number in Roman numerals. The input of this program is we'll take positive integer number and in the output we need to represent that integer number in Roman numerals. For example, if I enter input as 5, in the output I need to get V. This is the Roman numeral representation of 5. In Roman numbers, we'll represent 5 like this. So, we need to get output like this. If I enter 10, I need to get X. Alright, before writing the program, we need to know what is Roman numerals and how to convert the given integer number to Roman numerals. We can represent numbers in different methods. You can represent number in the decimals or in binary, hexadecimal or octal form. These are all the different methods to express the numbers. Ancient Romans used a special method to represent the numbers, so that numbers are called as Roman numbers or Roman numerals. Instead of writing 5, they represented that using the letter of the alphabet V. You can represent 10 using X. You can represent 1 using I. You can represent 50 using L. And to understand these Roman numbers, first you need to be familiar with the symbols of Roman numerals. You need to remember this list. 1 is represented using I and 5 is represented using V. 4 is treated as 1 less than 5. That's why here we can see I and V. 9 is represented as 1 less than 10. So 10 is represented as X. So we have IX. Here we have 40. 50 is represented as L, 100 is represented as C, 500 is represented as D, 900 as CM, 1000 as M, and 4000 as M V bar. That is 5000 is represented like this, V bar. So these are some standard symbol of Roman numerals. If you want to represent any numbers in the Roman numerals, first you need to be familiar with these symbols. Here, as I said, 4 is taken as 1 less than 5. In other words, 5 minus 1. That's why 5 is represented like this, V, right? And minus 1. So that's why we need to represent this one, that is 1 is represented as I before this symbol. And 2 is represented like this. It is 1 plus 1. So that's why I and I. 3 is represented like this. And we can't use same symbol more than 3 times in a row. That's why we won't represent 4 like this. Instead of that, 4 is nothing but 1 less than 5, so we'll represent it like this. But in some places you can see 4 is represented like this, especially in clocks. But here you just remember, don't use same symbol more than thrice in a row. We can represent 6 as 5 plus 1. So first I need to represent 5. It is plus 1, so I need to place 1 after this. And the symbol used for 1 is I. So this is 6. If I want to represent 13, it is 10 plus 3. So for 10 we need to use X. And for 3 we need to use 3 times I. So this is 13. If I want 14, that is 10 plus 4. So here 10 and you need to represent 4. To represent 4 we'll use this. So for 14. When symbol appears after a larger or equal symbol, it is added. That is, now if I have like this, here we can see this symbol. This is I, which represents the smaller value than this. So this symbol is used to represent 5 and this represents 1 and this represents 1. So 5 plus 1 plus 1. And these two symbol is present after this symbol. This is the larger symbol and it is present before these two symbol, right? So we need to add that. 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. So it is representing 7. If we have the smaller symbol before the larger symbol like this, so now you need to subtract this. This is 5 minus 1. So it is representing 4. And you can't represent like this, okay? You can't represent 3 like this. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. Next, we can't represent 4 like this. As I said, we can't use same symbol more than 3 times in a row. So we'll represent 4 as 1 less than 5. So like this. Next 5. Here 6, 7, 8. Now I want 9. So I can't use like this, right? That's why I'll take 9 as 1 less than 10. So 10 is x, so 1 less than 10. Now 10, 11, 12, 13. Now for 14, 10 plus 4, 10 plus 5, 10 plus 6, 10 plus 7, 10 plus 8. Now for 19, so 10 plus 9, so 9 is 1x. For 20, you need to represent like this. For 30, for 40, we need to represent XL, 10 less than 50. And for 50, we'll use L, that's why XL. And we need to take X before L, that is because here we are taking 40 as 10 less than 50, right? That's why X need to come before L. If you want to represent 40, we are taking 40 as 10 less than 50. That's why we need to take first X, then L. But if I want to represent 60, that is 10 more than 50 or 50 plus 10. That's why we need to place X after L. Let me take few more example. I'll take 76. I want to represent 76. What I need to do is, I'll break 76 to 70 plus 6. I can write it like this, right? 70 plus 6. Now I know the representation of 70. 70 is LXX, right? L is 50, 50 plus 10, 60, 60 plus 10, 70. And 6 is nothing but this. So this is the representation of 76. If you want to write the representation of 49, don't take 50 minus 1 and don't write like this. No, it is not the representation of 49. Here you need to take 40 plus 9, and to represent 40 we know XL and 9 is X. So this is the representation of 49. Now we know to convert the given integer number to Roman number. But how to write the program for this? So for that, first step is we need to take the input. Here we want a positive integer, and also I'll set a range for this program. This program will work from 1 to 3999. You can get the Roman numeral representation of 1 to 3999. If we enter number greater than the 3999, then it will just print a message saying that please enter the number in the given range. But if you want the Roman number representation of higher numbers, you can modify the program. And secondly, after taking the input, I'll define a function to find the Roman number representation. Lastly, we'll print that. Okay, so these are the steps we need to follow while writing the program. First, let's take the input. I'll take a variable called num to store the user entered input, and here I'll use input function. So I'll print a message, enter an integer number, and here as I said I want integer input, that's why I'll use int function to convert the entered input to integer. Because I'm using Python 3 here, and in Python 3 by default this input function will take input as the string value, but here because we want integer input, I'm using int function to convert the string input to integer, and we'll store the result in the num. Now we are done with the input, that is the first step. And the next step is I need to define a function to convert the given integer number to Roman numerals, right? So while writing the program, we'll approach different method to convert given number to Roman numerals. What I'll do is, first I'll take two lists. One is called as symbol, which contains the symbols, Roman symbols, some standard Roman symbols. Here M is representing 1000, CM is 900, and I'm taking it in the descending order. And here we can see another list which contains values 1000 M, 900 CM, 500 D. So I'm taking two lists. In one list I'm taking the symbols, and in the second list I'm taking the corresponding decimal values. Here 1000 is represented as M in Roman numerals, right? That's why I'm taking M and 1000 as the first value of two lists. Next here 900, 500, 400 till 1, okay? As I said, we are setting a range for the input. That's why here we are taking from 1000. And if you want higher values, that is more than 3999, then you can take 4000 here and its respective symbol, 5000 and its respective symbol, and you can execute the program. Here we are taking the value starting from 1000. You need to take this in the descending order. Next, I'll ask the user to enter the number. For example, he can enter 49. Now I need to check the entered number comes in which range. And here the nearest value for 49 is 40 and 50. 49 comes in the range 40 and 50, right? And in that I need to take the smallest value, that is 40. In 40 and 50, the smallest value near to 49 is 40, right? So I need to take that and I need to divide this number by 40. Here I'll perform the integer division, truncated division. I need an integer output from this. When I divide 49 by 40, I'll get 1 point something. But because I'm performing the integer division, here I'll get the result as 1. Here I got the output as 1. That means I need to represent 40 one time. So how to represent 40 in Roman numeral? XL, right? So I need to represent that one time. While converting the 49, I need to represent XL one time. Now we are done with the 40. Next what I need to do is I need to get 9. I need to represent 9 in the Roman numeral. To get 9, what I'll do is I'll perform modulus operation. So when I perform 49 modulus 40, I'll get 9 from this. So now I got 9. Next again I need to check whether 9 comes under which range of this value. Here 9 itself is present, so I need to write down its value. How to represent 9? Like this, right? So here like this. In this way you can represent 49 in Roman numerals. Let's take another example. I'll take number as 76. First I need to check in which range 76 comes. To check the range, you need to divide 76 by each and every value. First you need to divide 76 by 1000. So we'll get value as 0. So no, I need to divide 76 by 900. I'll get 0. Because we'll get 0 point something, we are performing the truncated division, okay? Like this. Next I'll perform 76 truncated division 500. I'll get 0 something. I don't want that. 76 divided by 400. No. 76 divided by 100. No. 76 divided by 90. No. Sorry. Here you need to write down 50, 40 like that. So next I'll divide 76 by 50. At that time I'll get 1 point something, right? So I'll get 1 here. That means I need to represent 50 one time. 50. To represent 50, I'll take L. We represented 50 in the 76 in the Roman numeral. Now remaining value is 76 minus 50, that is 26. To get that 26, I'll perform modulus operation on this using 50. When I perform this, I'll get 26 from this. 26 as the remainder. Now we got 26 and we need to represent that in the Roman numerals. Actually what we are doing is we are dividing 76 as 26, and here next we'll divide 26 as 10 plus 10 plus 6, like this. We are dividing the number into different parts and we are writing the respective Roman numerals. Next I need to check for 26. Now I'll take num as 26. Now again I'll perform integer division or truncated division on 26 using these values. That is to check in which range 26 comes. Here 26 comes between 40 and 10, and in that the smallest value is 10. So when I divide 26 divided by 10, I'll get 2. 26 divided by 10, I will get 2.6. So we are performing the integer division, so I'll get 2. That means I need to represent 10 2 times. So 10 is like this, XX. So we'll get LXX. So now in this 26, 20 is represented in the Roman number. Now 6 is left, right? So to get that, I'll perform modulus operation on 26. 26 modulus 10, I'll get 6. Now this is our num value. Now again I need to check in which range it comes. So 6 comes between 9 and 5. So 5 is the smallest value. So I need to do truncated division on that using 5. So when I do that, I'll get 1. So I need to represent 5 one time. So 5. Now I need to perform this. So I'll get reminder as 1. So now 1 is the number. Now I need to check 1 comes under in which range. So here 1 is present, and then I'll represent that using Roman numeral. So this is the representation of 76 in Roman numerals. Here what we are doing is, we are taking 76, we are dividing that to 50 plus 20 plus 5 plus 1. 50 is represented as L, 20 is XX, 5 is V, 1 is I. This is the Roman representation of 76. Okay, now we need to write the program. First we need to take these two lists. I'll define a function, and here I'll take the parameter as num, and first here I'll check if num is 3999. If yes, then print. Okay, this is the restriction of our program, and I'll use return statement. If not, then I'll take value and symbol. Value, I'll take 1000. Next you need to take the list name is symbol, and you need to take the symbol for this. 1000 is as M, and for 900 it is CM. So these are the representation, value and symbol. I'll take two lists. Next, here I'll take a variable called Roman. It is an empty string. Okay. Next, what I'll do is I'll use a while loop, and I'll check while num is greater than 0. Here we are checking whether number is greater than 3999, then we'll print a message. What if I enter a negative number, right? So here we need to check whether num is greater than 0. If num is greater than 0, then what you need to do is, first you need to divide the number, right? Number, truncated division. You need to divide the number using these values. To check the range in which the entered number comes, you need to divide the number using this. So to check that, I'll take I equal to 0, and here value of I. For example, if I enter 2000, to check the range of that entered number, first I need to divide that number by the value present in this list. First I need to divide that by 1000. I need to start division from the highest value, that is 1000. 2000 divided by 1000, so I'll get this output as 2. That means I need to represent 1000 twice. I need to write M twice. Okay, that's why we are performing that. And here while division means here we can get division either 0 or greater than 0. So if it is 0, then it won't execute the while loop body. If it is greater than 0, then it will execute loop body. For example, if I enter 50, I need to start dividing that 50 from this, right, 1000. When I divide 50 and 1000, I'll get 0 point something, right? So that is nothing but I'll get 0 here. So at that time, I don't want to execute the while body. We need to execute the while body only when this is greater than 0. That's why I'm taking this condition. And here what I need to do is I need to check row plus symbol of I. That is, as I said, when I take number as 2000, first I'll divide that by 1000. I'll get this as 2. So here this condition becomes true. So what I need to do is I'm taking, Roman. I'll concatenate Roman and symbol of I. That is nothing but I'm concatenating M to Roman. Here this will contain our final result. Okay. So initially it is empty string. Symbol of I is symbol of 0, that is M. So I'll get M here. Now again I need to execute the while loop body. For that I need to take div equal to div minus 1. So we got div or division as 2. We got this as 2. First we printed 1M. To print the next M, I need to decrease this. Now again control will go here and it will execute this again. So we'll get M and M. Now it will come here and here div becomes 0. So when again control will go here, this condition becomes false. And here I need to increment I value. I equal to I plus 1. That is because here first I need to divide the entered number with 1000. If it becomes equal, then we need to perform this. If not, after dividing that number, Next I need to divide the number using 900, next 500, next 400, right? For that I need to increase I. I is nothing but the index of this value, this list. Okay, that's why I need to increment I by 1. And also, as I said, for the next iteration I need to change num value. You can write this anywhere, here or after this statement also you can write that. Here what I need to do, num modulus value of I. Here first we'll check the number, we'll divide that number, we'll get how many times we need to represent that Roman numerals. For example 76, here it will represent 50 once. Okay, next I need to get 26 from that 76, right? We already represented 50, next we need to get 26. To get that 26 we need to perform this operation, and you can write this anywhere here, that will work. So now here we are done with this. In the Roman we'll have our final result. So in this I'll return Roman. Next here I'll just call that function and I'll print the result. So Roman number, and I'll print num. Now if I execute this and if I enter 5, and here you can see the Roman representation of that. Here you can print any message, okay, like this. If I enter 40, if I enter 4000, enter number less than 3099, and it is representing none. So it is returning none. Alright, so let me quickly explain how this program is working. So here, first the program execution will begin from here. Enter a number, so I'll enter number as 12. Next, it will print this Roman numerals of number 12. Here you can see a function call. So when the function call is executed, then the control will go to the function definition. Here num is 12. So it will check 12 is greater than this value. No. So it will execute this. Value is this. Symbol is this. Roman is this. I value is this. Then it will check whether 12 is greater than 0. Yes, 12 is greater than 0. So 12 divide value of I. I is 0. Value of I. So it will divide this by 1000. So when it divides by 1000, I'll get div as 0. 0 point something, so 0. And next it will perform this num modulus value of I. I'll get the same value, that is 12. Then while div, so here div is 0, so it won't execute while loop body, it will execute I value, I becomes 1. Now again control will go here, it will check whether 12 is greater than 0, yes. Then it will divide 12 by the next value in the value of 1, I value is 1 now, so it will divide that using 900. We'll get div as 0. We'll get div as 0 until we'll divide num with the value less than this num. That is, here we can see num value is 12. If I divide value 12 with these values, I'll get div as 0. But if I divide num with the value 10, at that time I'll get div as 1. So when value of I is 10, then when I divide 12 by 10, I'll get result as 1. So I'll get div as 1. And when I divide this 12 modulus 10, I'll get 2 here. So I'll get num as 2 here and division as 1. So here next it will check this condition. Here it is 1, so this condition becomes true. So it will execute loop body. Roman is empty string plus symbol of I. So symbol of I, here I value is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At that time it will be 8. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it will concatenate this to Roman. Here Roman becomes X now. Now division is equal to division minus 1, so it will become 0. Now again control go here, while loop condition, now it is 0, so it will come out of that and it will execute I value, it will increment I value, so I becomes now 9. I becomes here 9. Now again control will go here, num value is 2, 2 is greater than 0, yes. Now it will check 2 division value of I, that is it will divide that by 9, no, I'll get 0. Okay, so I won't check this. Next, I value will be incremented. I value becomes 10. It will check 5. 5 divided by no 4 1. So when we divide this by 1, I'll get division as 2, num as when I do this 2 modulus 1, so I'll get 0. Division, so division is here 2, div value is 2, so it will concatenate Roman. In Roman we have x plus symbol of I, that is nothing but I, so it will take I, and division will be decremented by 1, so division value becomes 1. Now again control will go here, division is 1, so it becomes 2, so it will again concatenate, so we'll get I. Now division becomes 0. Now control again go here, but division is 0, so it will come out of that and it will increment I value. Control will again go to the starting point, but here num is 0, so it will come out of the loop and it will return the result. So that's why we got the output as like this, xii. Okay, so in this way this program works. So that's it for now guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will meet you in next class. Till then, take care.